The stimulus bill, there's about $5 billion to fix up schools to make them more energy efficient. And I'd make a suggestion. For many years, I worked at a non-governmental organization in the United States called the Alliance to Save Energy. And if you go to the Alliance to Save Energy website, it's just ase.org, ASE, Alliance Save Energy. On there, they have a program called Green Schools, which is specifically designed for the education for energy efficiency and renewables in schools, but also then has a part of it that is about a program for schools to adopt, to reduce their energy use, both through how you operate the school, and then what are the technologies that you can apply to fix up the school and make it better, and how could you live your life to be as efficient. So it's ase.org, and it's the Green Schools program, and probably if you just type in Green Schools program in your Google, you'll probably come up with that site, and I think that could be helpful.
I wanted to add one thing and connect to the question before. The problem has to be discussed in school, I think, apart from music, which is probably the most important thing to teach in schools. But energy is very important to teach in school. But we see a lot of resistance from schools. We see a lot of resistance. I personally have been part of trying to import in this country a program of theater about energy in schools. So I took the whole troupe, which was a troupe created through Shell in United Kingdom, and took it to Rome, but we were young and stupid, and took it to the schools here, tried to create an analog program. It is difficult because of the system. The schools tend to be absolutely, I mean, you are an exception, but you are the eccezione che conferma la regola. Huh? Mr. Olivieri. And it is generally very difficult. And we have to start from schools, and I would say we have to start from schools very, very young, because these things have to start with basic science. These things have to influence the families. We have to be very practical. We know that people use students to manipulate families. So we have to, this exists. The world is not made only of angels. There are lots of devils. So we have to use schools to communicate correct messages, and messages which are not related to one source or another source, renewable or nuclear or oil or gas. No, it is about knowing what it is to use energy, because everything is energy here. Look at here. Look, I mean, this building, it's all, okay? Thank you.
Okay, well, since so many of you are enthused about asking questions, we have one more question for Mr. Hopkins from this young man here.
Okay. Good morning. I have one question. In the new energy plans of President Obama, are foresee the construction of some new power plants, like nuclear or renewable or something else?
On the nuclear issue especially, there is a sort of an existing initiative done a few years ago to, the nuclear industry argues that they have new technologies which can be deployed much cheaper and are safe, kind of a modular approach of new technologies. And several years ago, Congress voted a program to do a number of demonstration programs of that, on that. And so and with the special guarantees and incentives. And that program is going forward to test, in essence, to test out, are there these better approaches that might work. And so I believe there will be about 5 plants likely built. We're not still clear on it. And the one caveat, or that's probably, the one concern one might have is Finland is just shut down in the middle of building a nuclear power plant. They've just shut down construction because of the enormous cost overruns on that one. Now, whether that is whether the U.S. will be able to do it better than the French and the Finns have been able to do it, I don't know. But that program's going forward. He hasn't stopped that program, and it's probably worth taking a look at. I mean, it's given the climate problem, it's hard to put anything off the table, even nuclear energy. So I think he wants to see how they'll go.